Hello, crafty friends. All right, guys. So if you want to turn to your sketchbook, this is the 101 Ideas and Sketches. We're going to be completing page number 8 today. This really pretty Christmas tree. I've already kind of followed the directions, which were kind of would exactly follow the sample using the twinkly lights punch here, and I'm going to try to do something a little bit different and use your ruffle border maker cartridge here on these edges. It's going to kind of stretch out the tree in my head, so I'm hoping that will look nice together. So we are using the seasonal sightings paper pack. It's from Christmas of 22. And so you're going to need a few colors of some green. I kind of like that this was just like plain, all different, cardstock. Then I'm going to try it up with different designer prints. This is going to be my background, this red, and then, the highlighted background, and then this is going to be my center background piece. I think it's going to look really nice. So let's get started and take that out of the way. So kind of follow me here. We're going to reuse that later, and I use this later. All right, so first things first, we are going to gut the background piece. I'm sure some of us have used that before. Don't mind my coffee cup here. Merry Christmas, my joyful time of the year. All right, so the centerpiece is a 11.5 by 11. So we are going to make a gut, making it an inside piece here with a 1-inch frame. So I'm going to take this up here. I find it easier when I'm completing this is actually to do it by looking at this way. I don't know, it's just my brain works better facing it this way. So we're going to take the gut to the 1-inch mark down to the 11, making sure that that paper is completely flush with the top of the trimmer. Good. And we're going to go down here, do the same thing for all 4 corners. And what's nice is we'll be able to use this centerpiece as your mats, is what the goal is, to really kind of help bring that pop of color for their centerpiece. I swear I don't have a herd of Enflins upstairs. I just have 2 little girls. But you would think that I would have a complete zoo upstairs. So I'm sorry if you're hearing footsteps. I did tell them I was going on Facebook, but I guess they're sugared up. We made sugar cookies yesterday with my mom, and they ate all of them. So we have no cookies for Christmas, but they were good. It lasted a minute. All right, so here we go. And we have the frame, and then we have our gut piece, which we're going to save for later. That will be for our mats, and we can leave that piece over here. All right, so then we're going to create, we're working on that. Let's continue here. So this is just going to be the piece that goes over top. That needs to be a 11.5 by 11.5. So we're going to trim off a 1/2 inch from either side, or from top and the bottom. So right over here, ½ inch. Oh my heart. All right, nice. All right, save those little strips for another day. To create the center here, I am going to make sure I line this up really nice on my mat so I get nice and straight. I'm going to recommend using your repositionable tape in case you get a little bit extra. I'd also recommend using it right here on the background. Don't put it on the centerpiece, because if you put a little extra tape, you might have a little bit of a pickle with that sticking to other things before you're ready to put it in your album. All right, and if it's okay, if you get a little bit on your mat, no worries, because we'll be able to put that, rub that off after I'm done picking this up. All right, so nice. I wasn't really a fan of that kind of, I guess, tie-dye-ish for Christmas, but that looks fine. It just looks like a, you know, kind of watercolored red as a little piece. All right, so we're gonna save that for later. Let's start creating that tree. The first piece I want to use is this pretty green piece that I have here, and it needs, we need to make the triangle for the top, and that is a 3 by 3 square. Save that for later. And 3 by 3 square. Awesome. All right. You're going to need your pencil. Put this away. All right, so 3 by 3. So what you're looking for, I think I'm probably do this better, is 1.5 inches in. So the center should be here, okay? And you're going down to these 2 points to make that triangle top piece, okay? And I think you can see it, hopefully you can. All right, so center here, going down to here. Beautiful. And once again, we've got the center here to the tippy top, putting it on that diagonal. And we have our top of our triangle, perfect, of our tree. All right, so we have one piece, and then I have a couple other pieces here. Then we're going to be using some strips. All right, so the first one, I'm going to use this kind of almost fluorescent yellow, which is fine. All right, so it is, these are all 1.5 in thickness, okay? So you're just taking it over right here on your trimmer. Okay, so you're just making these little strips. 1. 1.5. And then we also have this. All right, and 1.5. So all these pretty green shades of green, right? All right, and just know that, you know, there's also green on the opposite side, so that works out nice, okay? And I am thinking I'm going to cut the diagonals first. All right, so first we have to do 3 3/4 by 1.5. All right, so this can be the top one, I guess. Just kind of playing here. So 3 3/4. We don't need that piece. Okay, so we got 1. Then we need a 5-incher. Sure, I wish I used that for one of the bigger guys. You know, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, all right, let's do that. I'm gonna go from the bottom up actually, because this isn't a good background because it has white on the back. Everything else I can use twice. All right, so, go 6 3/4. So this is gonna be your bottom piece. Then we're gonna need a 5.5. Okay. Then we're going to need 5 inches. I think I'm going to do that. And let's see how this works out. Then we need the 3 3/4. I think we need more of that light color again. So we're actually going to use this. Perfect. So it goes dark, light, dark, light, dark. I love it. All right. So 3 3/4. Everyone can kind of see how that looks so good together. All right, before I start making the triangles, I'm going to try to adhere some of the ruffle edge. And I already cut out a couple of them. but I'm going to cut another one. So you're going to need your border maker system. I already have the Ruffle BMC in the housing unit here, and I need the Kelly Green. I decided to go very green here. Cherry green. All right, so I can't imagine needing more than 3 strips, but we might. So if we do, we might have to play a little bit, giving you a little trick on how to make this work. And I'm just marrying these little notches up, kind of keeping it in the housing system, and that kind of holds it down. And we're gonna get rid of all my scraps here, excuse me. And let's see if 3's enough. So just a little ruffle here on the bottom, right? Just to give a little bit of a skirt. So I am going to use my repositionable tape. Okay. And I'm just kind of pulling it around here. And I want to just kind of make this nice and hurdy. And my idea is to get this right down to that tippy top of that circle there, okay? So just little nice little trim, okay? Then you're gonna need to trim this up. Sure, could I leave my scissors out? Okay, I did. No worries. We will use this. All right. It's coming together here. All right, so let's see what I can get out of this. Can I get the big one? Oh, I can. Let's do that. I'm trying to use this. Perfect. All right, once again, use that little ta-da. Now, and this is the dark side, right? Kate Haddad and I are celebrating 2024 with a private sketch group that's going to actually do 52 of these sketches from that sketchbook. And how do I get in? The question is, how do I get in to that private group? So number 1 would be joining my team. Anyone that's on my team already got asked. Number 2 was someone that purchased the sketchbook, either when it was on, not sale, but like when it was, the promo was going on, or I'm officially sold out of them. Or if you have Venmo'd Kate, she's the one that's going to be collecting the money for that. So it's $10, which is quite a great deal if you think about it, for 52 sketches, 1 sketch a week. We are not putting them on YouTube. They are going to be on just that group, and really just kind of devouring into that sketch group once a week. Now, they might not all be live. There might be some recorded ones, but really a great opportunity for someone that, would like to or get their hands on more sketches here. So if you need to Venmo Kate, you just private message me, or you can, I'll try to put it in the comments below here, and then we can add you. So even if you're watching this on YouTube later and, it's a different year, we can still add you to the group. The sketches are all still there. All right, so we'll keep going here. We're coming up here. Oh, God, I think this can be perfect. So we have this guy, once again. Lovely. I'm just, once again, I'm going right to that tippy top of that highest circle here. That's going to keep them even. Probably should have brought my silicone mat out for this. All right, and okay, good. And then we will, nope, it's too small. No worries. We already cut our last ruffle out. I did do myself off camera to kind of make this go a little bit more speedier. I don't know why I didn't get that much. We don't need that much. Okay. All right. So this guy is a little bit different. Is it not? because I want to make sure I cover that up. And I do definitely need, you know what? I think I'm gonna change my mind. I want it so that ruffle is going down in the center. Does that make sense for this? Yeah, because I'm gonna, perfect. Excuse me, as I roll over here and grab my scissors, just to trim that. Good. Nice. All right, so you can see how the ruffles are gonna make it really kind of pop out. Good things. All right, so now how, you know, Emily, is the question is how do you get those little lines to be a diagonal on the tree, right? How do you get that line there without making a triangle? You know, you're making strips of paper. So that's easy. You're gonna end up using, excuse me, I just spilled my paper. Spaghetti sauce. All right, so yeah, you're gonna wanna use this line right here. How do you create that, right? That's the question. So you have this great diagonal line here on your trimmer, and you, my friend, are gonna use that 45-degree angle. Nope, you wanna do it this way. Because you want it to flare out, excuse me. Bring that up. Oh geez, that could be horrible. All right, well, we'll make it work. Okay, you might do that little bit extra here. Good. And then on this one, yeah, we need to go from the other side, I guess. Sure, okay. Well, we've done this a lot of upside down here. All right, make that the right way. Wonderful. Good. And there you go. We're going to start creating that little tree line. Just make sure when you're thinking about it, you want the tree to go this way. So if I would cut it here, it would be going the wrong direction. You want to flip it over, okay? So you can see the bottom here of the skirt. And from the tippy top, there it is. You're going to get that nice. And once again, you want to take it this way because you want it to go that see, it starts to kind of create that little, oh, I love it. Yay, right? Okay, so good things. And once again, we're going to flip it over, do the tippy top. That's probably going to be a fudge up because it won't go up that high. But good news is you have these microtip scissors, right? And then we want to go this way. Making sure, once again, we're lining up with that 45-degree angle and going up to that point here. Let's make sure this is lined up. 45-degree angle. And you can see how that skirt is just kind of coming together for that tree. And I do think that ruffle really makes a nice decorative part. And I am happy we kind of centered that ruffle. I wish I had kind of figured that out maybe a little bit better so that all the ruffles are kind of different instead of all the same. All right, once again, last time. And lining it up with the 45-degree angle, taking it up to the top of that trimmer mat. Maybe a little bit smidgen more. Okay. And we're gonna flip it this way, on the right side over. And here we go. Good things. If you are interested in purchasing any of these tools or paper packs that I'm using today, I would greatly appreciate it if you would go to my website. It is www.creativememories.com/cm/egallo to make those purchases. This is an available paper pack, even though it's from last Christmas. All right, so we're going to take out our sheet here, and I have this to kind of give me a guide. And I hope I have that brown paper somewhere. Where is the trunk paper? All right, so we're done with this, the strips. We need the trunk. So we need a 2 by 1 1/4. I don't happen to that strip paper, so I guess we'll use this. All right, so 2 inches by 1 1/4. So let's make a nice little 2-inch strip. I like that color better anyway, so I guess that works out. All right, and this is gonna go, it's kind of floating-ish when you look at the sketch. The last tree goes over just a smidgen over here, so we can kind of make that work, right? And we do kind of have a little bit floating. Good. Nice. And you're going to want to make sure that that cut line and then the tree kind of meet up. Oh, it's going to be really pretty. And we're going to go again. Nice. I like how we did the alternating greens here, even though they're all different, but kind of the color scheme goes nice, and that Kelly green does definitely pop. I am going to bring this down a smidgen more because I think it's important. And then we need this is old school CM. Got these are the mini star here, and you want to use the bigger of the mini star. Ta-da! Oh, that's so nice. Yay! And we need a little bit, where are my mats? So I have this one, and they're underneath the embellishments. Okay, so we're gonna mat here, mat here. I would probably mat these with the red paper, cutting this out, and that will kind of help pop it out. So with your mats, you're looking at for the square mat up top, and I would kind of push this over a little bit just so I have a little bit more of a space here to add some embellishments. Would be a 4.5 by 4.5 square. Then for the rectangles, you need 2 of these, a 3 3/4 by a 5 3/4. And then your photos here are already kind of written out for you. So I'm going to finish this up, not on camera, because I don't want to snooze put everyone to sleep. And congratulations. And once again, we'd love to have you join our sketch group. So just private message me. Thank you so much. Bye.